Now let's start it. Okay, we're doing from 2018. The first question that we have of 2018, it is here. So what will be the answer? Put your options. Come on, a bit fast. What are the answers for this one? Okay, Meghna ma'am, D answer. Okay, what about others? Looks like a straight, simple answer. So it's a D, direct. We apply, what is it? Ohm's law is applicable to conductors. Next, if the last band, now this, they have removed it. Okay, the, what do you say? Color coding. Okay, so if you want, we can go through, but as of now, we can skip this question also. Okay, if you want, I can show you. Okay, it's not like a very difficult question. The tolerance level, okay, we can do it. Otherwise, it's better, we can skip it. Okay. Now, next, what we have, coming to the next question. Put on the chat section you want to do. It's one line. If you want, I will show it. If you don't want, I'll leave it. So up to you all. Just put it fast. See, they've said that the last band on the carbon is absent. If it is absent, means no color. Directly tolerance band is 20%. That's it. If you remember that, it's more than enough. Okay. 3 tolerance band is there: gold, silver, and no color. No color is for 20%. That's it. Now coming to the next. Next is the effective resistance between P and Q of the following network. Okay. Find it out. What will be the effective resistance? Find it out. So what you can do in this one, you can simplify the circuit diagram. Okay. So let's say first you're going from here, you're encountering a 4 here, then you are getting a 6 here, and then you are getting a 5 here. Now in between here, you get one more part where you have a 3 and a 3 like this. So you can make it like this simple also. So you can see this and this are in series, so 9 directly. What about these two? This is like, if you remove these two and just make it one, it is like a 6 one. 6 and 6 in parallel, so we know it will be half of it, so 3. So 9 plus 3 is how much? 12. That's it. So answer is B. Okay. Clear, everyone? Do you want me to again explain it, or is it okay? It's clear? Okay. Okay, explain it. Okay, let's see. So what we have is, first we'll make the diagram. Diagram is very, very important. You're going from P, you're getting the first 4 ohm resistor. Okay. At this point, let's say X, and this point, let's say Y. So at X, you kept it like this, and then you saw a 6 ohm resistor here between X and Y. And then from Y, you went to Q. Clear? So this much part everybody knows. Okay. Now from X to Y, there is a separate connection going 3, 1 point R, and again 1, 3. Correct? Clear? So we all know these two are in series. So I can just replace these two and make a 6 here. Yes or no? Now I already know this is 6 here, this is 6 here, and these two are in parallel. Okay, because whatever the current will go, it will say, okay, it will be divided into 2 parts. Correct. So what I'll do the parallel. So if I do the parallel of 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, what I'll get? 2 by 6, and that is equal to 1 by 3. So the total net equivalent will be, if I remove this, I'll get one resistance of 3. Now these all 3 are in series. So 4 plus 3 plus 5, that is equal to How much? 12. Clear, Meghna ma'am? Okay. Next question. This question looks a bit difficult, but don't worry, it's very simple question, okay? Now, five identical resistors you have taken, each of a resistor 1500 volt, okay? 1500 ohm connected to a 300-volt battery. The reading of the ideal ammeter in between these two will be how much? So first we can find the total current. How do we find the total current? What is the total voltage? 300. What is the total resistor? What will happen? In this case, will it be parallel? Will it be in series? R by 5, okay. So what will happen if you understand this? Current is seen five ways to go, and all are like equally possible. So what will happen? I by 5 current will go here. Again I by 5, I by 5, I by 5, I by 5. Correct. Since the resistors are same, so it has to go like that. Then what will happen? So how much will be the current coming back? See, I by 5 went from here. So this I by 5 will be coming. This also I by 5 will be coming. And this also I by 5 will be coming. So how much current will be measured by this ammeter? Tell me. 3 by 5 I. Yes or no? Any doubts? See here again. Let me explain you. Very simple question. Without much solving and much just common sense, we need to use it. See, I have five friends. Okay. Now I started from home. I want to go to any of these five friends. Okay. And all are like my same friends. Okay. There is no enmity with anybody, and the chances of going to any of the friends' house is same. Total is what is the chance? 1/5 of the chance. So I by 5 current here. Same I by 5 current here. I by 5 current here. Okay. Same I by 5 current here. And same I by 5 current here. Okay. Clear? Now, if I see the ammeter is what is doing, it is connected here. So how many current is coming back to it? This I by 5 is coming, this I by 5 is coming, and from this resistor, this I by 5 is coming. So how many total currents came? 3 I by 5. So it will measure that how much only, no? Clear everyone? Is it any difficulty here? Okay. No difficulty. What about others? Any difficulty? Okay. Let's see the next question then. Now see, current is usually comes for 6 marks. So very, very, very important. Take your time, go through these 6 marks. These first 4 5 chapters are very, very, very important. Okay. Current, capacitance, electrostatics, these three, moving charges, four, AC. Among the most scoring topic, these are the chapters. Okay. Next, how do we solve this one? Now let's read the question. Two cells of internal resistance R1 and R2 and of same EMF are connected in series across a resistance capital R in capital R. So means two cells are there, one cell, another cell, they're connected in series with a capital R, that's it. E and E EMF is same and the internal resistance is different, R1 and R2. That is one condition. Second, if the terminal potential difference across the cell of internal resistance R1 is 0, now the voltage across this is 0, then the value of capital R, then what is the value of this? So tell me, how will we solve this question? Anybody, any idea how will we solve it? The question is simple, it's not very difficult. See, we just now read whenever two of the cells are connected in series. What happens when two cells are connected in series? What is the total EMF, sir? Simple method. Let's say if I don't know anything. So I remember the formula sir told, EMF of two cells when they are connected in series is what? E plus E to E. Now resistance is equal to, since they are in series, R1 plus R2. Clear? So I total will be what? 2E by R1 plus R2 plus R. Till here, I think so everybody knows the basics. Clear, everybody? Okay. There's no difficulty, nothing very, what is it, complicated here till here. Okay. Now let's say what they're telling is, what will be the voltage across this one? Let's say V1. So V1 is equal to what? EMF minus the current passing through the internal resistance R1, E minus IR1, correct? Now they're telling that this is equal to 0. So what will happen from here? We can get I is equal to what? E by R1, correct? So we got the current value, clear? So this we can put it here, that is equal to E by small r1. The moment we got this, E and E went home. Okay, so what we got? 2R1 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R. So we can cancel one of the R1. So we can write R is equal to R1 minus R2. R is equal to R1 minus R2, option C. Clear? Very simple. See, I knew two cells connected in series, so this is the equivalent. Two resistance, internal resistance connected in series, this is the equivalent. Current is equal to what? Total potential by total resistance. Done. Now they're telling that the voltage across one is 0. So voltage across one is what? EMF minus the what? The potential drop due to this small R1 resistance, IR1, and that is equal to 0. From here we got the current I. The moment I got I substituted here, I got the relation. Everybody got it? I think everybody is getting a bit tired. You're all okay? Or getting a bit tired? Got it, okay. Okay, very good. Now, do you all want to take a break for 10-15 minutes or this is okay? You're all okay to continue? If you have any doubt, if you're getting tired too much, do say it. We have less time. That's why we are doing it. What about others? Meghna ma'am, Lavanya ma'am. We'll continue or we'll take a break? Continue. Okay. Now my next question. Okay. Let's try to do a bit more fast. Now what we have, they've given a IV graph. Okay, they've given me an IV graph of two different electrical appliances, P and Q. So you need to understand what does the IV graph tells me. What does the IV graph tells me? If I know that much, I'll be able to solve it. Nothing is there. So IV graph gives me, the slope of IV gives me 1 by R. See, if I have V by I, that is equal to R. If I have a VI graph, it gives me R. Okay. But if I have a IV graph, it is equal to what? 1 by R. Correct. So IV graph gives me 1 by R. Okay. So whose slope is more? If I see the slope of this one is tan theta, this one is less, and the slope of Q is more. Slope of Q is more than the slope of P. Means 1 by resistor of Q is more than 1 by resistor of P. So it means resistor of P is more than resistor of Q. Resistor of P is more than resistor of Q. So got it? Yes, no? See, lot of questions can be solved just by knowing the concept of the slope form. What is slope? If I do V by I get R. So if I do dV by di also, I get R, and that is equal to slope of this VI graph that gives me resistance. If I do I by V means 1 by R. So slope of what you see, slope of this Q is greater than, because tan theta value is greater than this one. So 1 by RQ is greater than 1 by RP, and then you solve it. Okay, cross multiply also, you'll get the answer. Next, 2019, 18, all 6 questions we are done. Now about 19. Let's see. Try these questions. How many questions we have? 1, 2, see, they have repeated 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 questions per year each we have. Let's try it out. Now what they're saying is, though the electron drift velocity is small, electron charge is very small, a conductor can carry a large amount of current. Now what is the reason for that? Think a bit and give me just 1 minute. I'll be back. Now what is the answer? Meghna ma'am left. Meghna ma'am will be coming back. Okay. What is the answer here? D and B. Electron number density is very large. Okay, I is equal to NeAVD. Even though this is small, this is fixed, and what is the charge on electron is small. This is huge. Okay, this is huge. So that's why we have that much. Okay, good. Now let's see this question. Okay, what we have in this question, the values, it doesn't look very proper. I'll just put up the value. So here we have a battery. Then we have 1 ohm, 3 ohm, and 2 ohm. Next, we have nothing in this dabba, one diagonal connection of 1 ohm. Here we have 1 ohm again, 1 ohm here again, and 1 ohm here again. In between, we have 1 ohm, 1 more. Okay, that's it. Now, how do we simplify this one? If you're able to simplify, it's like done question. Now see, I told you one line which is very, very, very important. What is that line I said? In the current part, when we were doing the voltage divider current or series in parallel connection, the current always chooses the path of least resistance. What I said, the current always chooses the path of least resistance. You can imagine like an ant. Okay, you have seen an ant. What it does, my diagram is bad. Okay, just imagine this is an ant. Okay, so what happens whenever an ant sees an obstacle, it will come. It sees an obstacle, it won't go straight. It will just cross like this and go up. Okay, so the ants, they have a tendency, or if you're seeing a very big mountain like this, so it will come just like this. It will go and cross it off. Okay, so it always takes the path of least resistance. So if you see the current after coming here, why will it go through those all circuit if I have no resistor here and it can come it back? Just imagine if I have nothing here, a simple wire, why will I not come back to this and just convert the connection? Okay, complete the circuit. Why will I go with so much of obstacles? I already know that here, let's say I've done some bad work and my principal and my school teacher, they're all standing here. Why will I take this road and go? Correct. I won't go through that. So this whole thing, this is like a bullshit crap. We don't need this part. Now you can try and solve this. Now tell me what will be the answer. Now they're asking is, what is the current through 2 ohm resistor? So what it will be? we can see that the 3 ohm and 1 ohm, they are in, this 1 ohm is there, this 2 ohm is there, and this 3 and 1, they are in what? Parallel connection. Correct. So in that parallel connection, what will be the value? 1 by 3 plus 1, 1 by 1 is equal to what? 1 by R. So what will be the value here? Oh, 1 second, 1 second. This will be, I think so, 1 ohm only. Okay. So it will be what? 0.5 only. Correct. Values we need to check. 1 second. Okay. I think so. I just have like, I don't know whether this value will be 3 or 1. Okay. Let's solve in both ways also. No problem. Okay, whichever it is. Let's solve once with 3 and once with 1. We'll be able to have a value and we'll get the answer. No problem in that. Anyway, we have to approximate and we have to solve it. So now what we got is here is, so how much we are getting? So somewhere around 3.5 we are getting the resistor. What will be the current? So 3.5 if I divide it by 1.2. So around 1.2 and 36 you can see around zero point 0.3 is the current here, around approximate value. Correct. If the current is zero point 0.3 here, so what will be the current through the 2 ohm? This one 0.3 only. That's it. Clear? Or if I take a bit, okay, we, in case like, what is the exact value? Divide it and tell me. If the values, since values are very nearby, 0.3, 0.4, 0.1, and zero point 0.2. So we need to, even if we are approximating, we have to be very certain, okay? So we'll get somewhere around 2.6. Okay, with taking one as we are getting around, what do you say, 2.66. So that is very near to 3. What if we are taking a 3 here? If I'm taking a 3 here, then 1 by 3 plus 1 by 1. So 3, 1 plus 3. So we are getting 3 by 4. So if we are getting a 3 by 4 here, so 1 plus 1 plus 3 by 4. So how much we are getting? 3 divided by 4 will get somewhere around 0.75. So 3.75. So 3.75 divided by 1.2. 3.75 divided by 1.2. So I think so around 4 will get it. Yeah, more than 3 value. So if we are getting going for this 3, then we'll get an answer of 4. Okay. See here, this was a very close call. Okay. So if it is 1 ohm here, then it will be almost around, we can easily solve these two in parallel connection and these two are in series and we can easily solve the value. Okay. Once we get the total resistance, we know the total voltage 1.2 volt. Directly we divide it, we get the current. So that will come out around, what is it, 2.67, means to more than 2.5. So that will be near to 3. Now if we do, what to say, a bigger value, if we go for 3 ohm here, so we'll get somewhere around 3.5 something around, so that will be near to 4. Okay, so zero point 0.4 that case. So whatever the value, since we don't know exact, a bit hazy print is there, so we'll go through that. Okay, next, Kirchhoff's junction rule is a reflection of which point? Everybody got this one, the previous one? Basically we just had to remove that loop and we just had to solve the current OTC circuit. That's it. Next, what will be the, it's a reflection of what everybody knows? Yes, no, see, yeah, conservation of charge. Okay, junction rule is simple, conservation of charge. Amount of charge going in by amount of charge coming out. Next, we have a question, a graph based question. Okay, there they have given the variation of potential difference with respect to current V by I graph they have given. Now they're asking what is the EMF and internal resistance of the cell. What will be the EMF and internal resistance of the cell? So directly we know V is equal to this formula. V is equal to what? E minus IR. So when the current is zero, when I is equal to zero at this point, so if you draw this graph like this, at this point here, what is happening? Current is zero. So that time what we are getting? 3V. So when the current is zero, V is equal to E, and that is equal to what? 3 volt. Very simple. So now two options eliminated. So either we'll go with B option or D option. Okay. Now we need to find the, what do you say? The resistance also. Let's see. So V is equal to, when V is equal to zero, when this becomes zero. Okay. So when V is equal to zero, what is the current value they have given? 6 ampere. So E minus IR, or E is equal to, directly I can write IR. So E is equal to 3. Current, that is 6 into R. So R is equal to what? Half. Correct. So 3 volt, 0.5 ohm. That's it. Anybody any doubt? See, directly we'll write the formula V is equal to E minus IR. When current is 0, V will be equal to what? E. And that directly we can find out from the graph. When the voltage is 0, that time E is equal to IR. Directly we can find the resistance. Clear, everyone? Yes, no. Okay. Everybody got it? Okay. Coming to the next. In a potentiometer experiment, the balancing point with the cell is at a length of 240 meter. On shunting the cell with a resistance of 2 ohm, the balancing length becomes 120 centimeter. The internal resistance of the cell. Now here, which formula will use it? Anybody, which formula will use it? So I gave you the formula R is equal to what? L1 by L2 minus 1 into capital R. So small r is equal to what? L1 is what? First is 240 length. Next is 120 minus 1 into the shunt resistance is how much? 2. That's it. So 2 minus 1, that's it, 2. So that's it. Any difficulty here? Directly formula. I said nothing is there in the current question also. Okay. One or two questions you just have to go through, revise once. This is we are doing for the first time. So if you would have done like once or twice revision, it will be like everything should be like in water. Nothing is there in this. Okay. Clear, everyone? Yes, no? Okay. Next, a metal rod of length 10, cross-section area given, connected to a battery across opposite faces, the resistance will be. Now, a very good question. What will be the resistance in this case? Let's see who can say it. So metal rod and rectangular cross section means like a cuboid kind of thing. Correct. Okay. They're given the length is 10 centimeter. Cross section of 1 centimeter and half centimeter. Okay. Connected to a battery. When it is maximum, when the battery is connected to this part, it is maximum when the battery, see, either you can connect here or you can connect here. Okay. Or you can connect to 10 1. Okay. You can connect it to here also. So which phase? We have three different kinds of phase. One is length breadth phase. One is breadth height phase. One is height and length. What is it? Length and breadth phase. No. Or height and length phase. Okay. So where it will be maximum or same irrespective of all the three phases. What do you think? What will be the answer? R is equal to resistance is equal to what? Rho L by A. Clear? So if one is changing, the other will make it up. Correct. So what will be the answer? Will it be A or will it be D? 1 second. Now what is the answer you got? We got option A. Maximum when the battery is connected to 1 centimeter, 1.5 faces. What about others? So you can see this is constant. Now this L by A value, we need to figure it out. So in this case, when I'm going by this part, so this is the length I'm covering. Correct. So this is the length is 10. Area is 1 into half. So this 2 is going up. So 20 we are getting. Okay. So resistance we are getting 20. For all other cases, what is happening? If I'm going by this area, let's say this red part, so what will be the area? 10, and the length, it will be less. So it will be always less than 20. Correct. For the other part also same thing. So what will be my answer? Maximum when the battery is connected across 1 centimeter into half centimeter faces. Correct. Because L by A value will be max for this first case. For all other cases, it will be less. Yes, no, got it, didn't get. See, we just put the values for L by A for this part, L by A for this part, and L by A for this top part. That's it. And we can solve it. Did you get it? Yes, no? Got it, okay. What about, okay. Faisal sir didn't understand, okay. See, yes, sir. See, resistance is equal to what? Rho L by A. Rho is constant, we don't have to worry. So we have to worry about the length and the area. So let's say we are sending the particle, I'm sending the current from here. How much length it is covering in this 10 centimeter? And what is the area it is covering? This part of the area of the cross section, that is equal to 1 into half. So this is the least area we can get of all the three faces. So if I'm getting this area is the least, and this is the maximum value I can get of all the, what is the length? So in this case, the area is the minimum and the length is the maximum. So resistance will be what? Maximum, yes or no? For this case, area is minimum, which is in down, and the length is maximum. So my resistance will come out to be maximum or not? Yes or no? Because the more area will decrease, the more resistance will go up. The more length will increase, the more resistance will go up. Clear? Got everybody? Next. A car has a fresh storage battery of EMF 12 volt, internal resistance 2 into 10 power minus 2. If a starter motor draws a current of 80 ampere, then the terminal voltage when the starter is on is. So directly formula V is equal to E minus IR. That's it. Directly do it. So I think so everybody got the answer, correct? What is the answer you all got? C. C, correct. Now you're able to understand how to do it. Current, a bit simple it is. You're able to understand it. Okay, okay. Now let's see the next question. This again, we can cut it off. Okay. If you want, you can do it. It's not a big issue. Okay. So silver, we already know 10%. And for this, we can solve it. But as of now, since no time, so we'll leave it. Now coming to this is an NCRT question, okay? If you have solved your NCRT book, your PU book, this is an NCRT question. See, everywhere three things is repeated, one circuit like this. One, it is going like this, three part, okay? So they are like this part. Okay. Once it goes to 3, after that, if you see the endpoints here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first from this point, 3 is going, and from this point, again next 3, 3, 3 like that is going. So how will we solve it? Any idea? It's a very simple case. I think so a lot of people have done for PU, but we don't have to write that much for here. If you try to understand, you'll see you'll get a combination of like, okay, you haven't done for PU, no problem. Okay. Now see the first 3 you'll get like this. Okay, these 3 like this, 1, 2, 3. Next, if you see from here to here, okay, it will be total 6 in parallel. Okay, and then before B, these 3 in again parallel like this. That's the whole connection from A to B. If you're able to visualize the symmetry, you'll see first 3 parallel proper, again then 6 are in parallel connections. Then next 3 is there, total 12 like this. This part, is anybody able to visualize? This is like one of the method of solving. So I'll show you another method also, don't worry. So directly with this, we can find the answer. What will be the answer for this in case? So we know resistance is what? 1, 1, 1. So what will be in case of parallel? 1, 3. Correct. And then for the next one will be 1/6. And for this one, 1/3. Okay. So if I add it up, how much I'll get? I'll get something around 5/6. If I do the LCM, I'll get around 5/6. Correct. Now, what is the other method to do it? Okay. What else method we can see? Let's say this part, a lot of times what happens, we're not able to visualize. Okay. So what about other method? How can we do any other method? Anybody can think of this one? How many people you got it or didn't get it? No problem. I'm anyway explaining one more method. So this one, how many people won? How many people got it? Just give me 1 second. Somebody came 1 second just. Now, let's start it. Okay. Now, anybody got this one? The symmetry method? How to solve it with symmetry? Yes, no, 4 minutes ago. No, sir. Okay. 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 Let's see. Let's see here. Because symmetry, if you're able to see, because sometimes if they are giving one symmetry question, they can give you a lot of symmetry questions. See, symmetry means what? If you are entering the current from here, the way you're coming, so same way if you're leaving out also, it creates one symmetry. See, the same way you're coming in by 3 path, same way you're going out also. So this is one part of symmetry. Okay. Same way you came in, same way you went out. Okay, that is one thing. Now, and how do we join it also? I'll show. Don't worry. Okay, this is one part. Now, coming to a different color. What about the other ones? Now, which are joined? How many they are? The green ones is one. From this part, there is a barricade of another one. From this, another one to red. See, everyone is just like a connection from one part of A to one part of B. In between, one resistor is there. Okay, and from here, two resistors are coming back, and total how many resistors we are getting? If you see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically what you see, from A, if I start, I'm getting a branch of, I'll make it with the same color. From A, I started from here, A. I'm getting a branch of 3 resistor. Let me draw it. 1, let me draw 2, let me draw 3. Okay. Now, these 3 branches are there. So from A, I went to this point. So since I just crossed one resistor, so let's say my potential is X here. Okay. Since it is also same, so potential is X. So this is also same, so potential is X. Means at A, I was 0. But after that, it crossed one resistor. Here also one resistor, here also one resistor. And all the 3 has same values. So that's why I reached a point X. These all points are X, means same potential. From X, I'm going to somewhere a point that is, let's say, Y here. All the B points from coming from B is Y. Okay. So let's say here we have, and from B, 3 connections are coming. Let's see. 1, 2, this is B and this is Y. Now between X and Y, how many connections are there? So first connection between X and Y. So I made like this. First connection between X and Y. So this is done. What about the next connection? Again, one more connection between X and Y. We made one more connection between X and Y. Okay. So this is done. This is done. What about this one downward? One more connection between X and Y. Now what about after that? One more connection, this one between X and Y. Next, after that, this one more connection between X and Y. And the last one more connection between X and Y. Now I think so a lot of people will be able to understand. You can just make it. Now what you need to understand is, whenever we go in an identical path, the potential becomes same. See, if it was 0 here, I just crossed one resistor and that of equivalent resistance, because everything is 1 ohm. 1 ohm. So how much will be the potential drop here? V minus IR. So it will be same X, X, X for all the 3 places. Clear? So now we got a bit more idea about this one. And once you are able to draw this part, it becomes very easy. Now you got it, you didn't get till now? Yes, no? Got it, got it. What about 11 mm? Okay, got it, okay. Because see, with symmetry, we don't have to solve, because otherwise solving can be a bit tedious in between, okay? Next, try this question. IV characteristics of a copper wire of length L, and this is given. So what will be the value? More if the wire is performed at higher temperature. More if the wire of steel of same dimension is used. What will be the answers? Check it. So basically IV gives what? Again, understand, it gives you the slope. But slope gives you what here in this case? 1 by R. So now you need to think 1 by R in terms of length, whatever they are talking about. So tell me the answers. See, I'll show you. Everybody wrote C. Less if the area of the wire is increased. So you know R is equal to rho L by A. If I increase the area of the wire, this has to be less. But here in this case, we're talking about 1 by R. Correct. So if I increase my area now, 1 by R, this value will decrease, but the total value will increase. So the answer should be what? Less if the length of the wire is increased. Okay. So this whole thing will be less. See, we are talking about 1 by R value. So 1 by R will be less if the length of the wire is increased. If I increase the length of the wire, this whole thing will become less, yes or no? Clear? So option will be D option. See, we're not talking about R. You all gave the answer in terms of R. We're talking about 1 by R. So 1 by R will increase or decrease. We have to talk about that. Okay. Now, next question. Okay. That's it for the current part. We're done with the current. Okay. We'll take a half an hour break and we'll come back with moving charges. Okay. After that, we'll do AC. Then we'll go for modern physics, 3 chapters, and ray wave semiconductors. That's it. Okay. At 6, yeah. Or we can start at 6:30. You can keep it. Take a big break because after that, we can go for a bit longer class. Okay.